Hey now, I'm really excited about this next video. It's not my typical video, but I've done something DIY that I'm pretty proud of. I found this site, Revelcraft, on YouTube, and Andy takes you step by step on how to measure out, create the pattern, cutting out the pattern from leather, and putting together your own gun holster. Now I've got a couple of holsters that I just don't really like, so I wanted to get into making my own. I've been playing around with leather for a little bit over the past couple of years, and anyhow, this is more of a shout out to Andy saying thank you, sir, for your videos, your time, and all the effort you put into your videos. I personally appreciate it. Now here's the holster that I made. I used Andy's patterns, techniques, tips. It's for a Taurus PT 24/7 Pro DS. It's a tight fit. It's for a left-handed person to be cross-drawn from their right side. So the holster, okay. In case people are complaining or wondering, there's no bullets in the clip. And the chamber's empty, okay? It's a tight fit. He's left-handed. He wanted a holster that fit on his right side, that's tilted just a little bit. You'll see that the belt loops, well, you can't see it. I do my belt loops a little bit different, but this is where it'll sit on the belt. So it's got kind of a cant to it. So he's going to wear it on his right side, and he's going to left draw with his left hand because he can't find a left-handed holster. I put a stiffener on it. I did some tooling. Now, like I said, the belt loops I do a little bit different than the way Andy showed on his video. This is my preference, just because I like the cleaner look on the front. Now, that's his. The one I always carry is a Taurus Millennium Pro. I do have ammunition in the clip, but I don't keep it loaded in the pipe. This is that holster that I made. Now Andy, if you can tell me why I made both of these holsters at the exact same time. I cut both patterns out. I cut both pieces of leather out from the same stock of leather, 7x9 shoulder. I use the exact same stain, the exact same hot box. Oh, I don't use an oven. I am all about DIY. I did try to use an oven once, and if I can find it, I cooked the holster. That extra dark brown is not on purpose. That is cooked in the oven. But I am pretty proud of the tooling I did on it. That's all hand done. I do not have a stamp for those acorns. I did those acorns by hand. And the leaves I drew out individually. In fact, you can see this line right here. Let me get the light just right. That's from the grill inside the oven. So what I did, I'm all about DIY. So I took a 100-watt light bulb and made me a hot box. Painted it brown inside. That's where I dry the holsters out. So like I said, Andy, help a brother out, because these holsters were done identically the same way. And you can see the difference. The stain, one came out darker than the other. This one came out kind of spotted, this one didn't. The backs you can see a little bit different. Hopefully that's coming out on video. This one has some area here that didn't quite stain. Up here in the top, I tried to cover them all just as evenly as I could with dark brown oil stain from Bings or whatever. Bing! But I'm real happy with it. Like I said, I've been playing around with leather a couple years, just playing around with the tooling and everything. And my next project I'm working on is a bushcraft style holster that I've been playing around with. I got a backpacking trip coming up and I won't be able to show this off. So once again, Andy, this is a shout out to you. I appreciate it. For those of you that aren't familiar with leatherwork, or if you're interested in making your own gun holster, please check out Andy's site at Revelcraft. I'll put the link in the description of the YouTube video as well as on the screen. I can't say thank you enough. I've sent you personal emails and you've responded quickly with clear answers. And you're not taking my ignorance for granted. You're not making fun of me, and I appreciate that. But I am learning. And I plan on making quite a few more holsters for myself and some of my friends if they want them. But once again, thank you much. Appreciate you watching.
There are stars in the southern
I love it.
sky.